Imagine turning on your computer to find every file locked and a message demanding thousands of dollars to get them back. That's ransomware, one of the most damaging cyber attacks in the world. Today, I'll show you exactly how it works, why paying is a trap, and how to make sure it never ruins your day. Let's start with how common this is. According to Verizon's 2026 Data Breach Investigations report, ransomware was involved in about 48% of confirmed breaches, nearly half. It hits hospitals, schools, small businesses, and individuals alike. This is not a rare event. So what is ransomware? It's malicious software that holds your files hostage. Once it gets onto your device, it encrypts your files, scrambling them so they're completely unreadable. Then it displays a ransom note demanding payment, usually in cryptocurrency, in exchange for the key to unlock everything. The threat is simple and brutal. Pay up or lose your data. Here's how a typical attack unfolds in 3 stages. First, the attacker gets in, usually through a phishing email someone clicks or an unpatched vulnerability. Second, the malware spreads quietly across the network, looking for valuable files and backups. Third, it strikes. It encrypts everything at once and drops the ransom note. By the time you see the message, the damage is already done. But modern ransomware adds a nasty twist. Attackers don't just lock your files anymore, they steal a copy first. It's called double extortion. Now they have 2 threats: pay, or you lose your data, and we leak your private information to the world. That's why simply having a backup isn't always the whole answer. So should you pay? Almost every expert and law enforcement agency says no. There's no guarantee the criminals will actually give you a working decryption key. Paying marks you as someone who pays, which invites more attacks. It funds the entire criminal industry. And in some cases, it can even be illegal if the group behind it is under sanctions. The good news is that most victims now refuse to pay. In fact, only about 31% of ransomware victims paid in the latest data, and the typical payment has been falling. More and more organizations are saying no and recovering another way, and that way is almost always good backups. So how do you protect yourself? 3 pillars. 1. Back up your data and keep at least one backup offline or disconnected so ransomware can't reach it. A good rule is 3 copies on 2 types of media with 1 off-site. 2. Patch and update everything, since unpatched flaws are a top way in. 3. Stop the entry point. Train yourself to spot phishing and turn on multi-factor authentication everywhere. Here's your defense checklist. Keep offline backups and actually test that they restore. Patch your operating system, your apps, and your router promptly. Turn on multi-factor authentication, especially on email. Be skeptical of unexpected links and attachments. Limit administrator rights so malware can't spread easily. And run reputable, up-to-date security software. And if you do get hit, act fast but stay calm. First, disconnect the device from your network and the internet immediately to stop the ransomware spreading to other machines. Don't rush to pay. Report the attack to your local authorities. Then wipe and restore from a clean backup. And check resources like the No More Ransom project. For many strains, free decryption tools already exist. So here's the bottom line. The best ransom is the one you never have to pay. With solid offline backups and a few good habits, a ransomware attack goes from a catastrophe to a manageable inconvenience. You just wipe, restore, and move on. If this made ransomware make sense, subscribe to Cyber Strategics. I turn scary threats into simple, practical defense every single day.